For the next 40 hours, I'm going to be trying to speedrun the first 3 sections of the German Duolingo course. My goal? To reach a beginner level in German, as measured by the Common European Framework of Reference for Languages, also known as an A1 level. According to the actual Duolingo website itself, completing the first 3 sections of their German course should get me to this level. So, at the end of the challenge, I'm going to be taking an online test to see if I have truly reached this level or if it was all a lie. Let's begin. Good morning, guys. It has just hit 6 a.m. It's time to start. Ooh. I actually have Super Duolingo. My friend invited me to 7 days of her family plan, so I'm gonna accept that. There we go. Milch.
Milch.
Coffee.
Coffee.
Okay, first lesson done. She was born. I need to keep going. I can't even talk to you guys. I have to be on my Duolingo. I started the first day off strong, with the app even offering to let me skip through 2 units as I was completing the levels with such a high accuracy rating. I just got the opportunity to jump to unit 2. I'm just gonna take it, honestly. I'm just gonna take it. However, very early on, I noticed something was off. There's 8 units in section 9 units in section 1. It says there's 9 units in section 1. When I googled this, it said there was only 6. There's 9 units in section 1 when there's supposed to only be 6. Who knows how many there are in section 2 and 3? Which means this is just gonna take even longer than I thought. For all I knew, there could be 10, 15, even 20 more units in the first 3 sections of this course than I had originally thought, which would make this challenge basically impossible. For now though, there was nothing I could do. I had already started the challenge, so I decided to just keep going. Oh, man. As the day progressed, I seemed to be going relatively well. I felt like I was learning a lot. I just completed unit 7 actually. I was committed and I barely took my eyes off the Duolingo app for more than a couple of minutes. But it wasn't long until I hit a mental roadblock. My brain is it feels so fried. I need a break. Like, I actually have a headache. I'm gonna go take medicine because I actually have a freaking headache right now. Even though I was doing pretty well, having already finished 14 units, I was tired. Looking at a screen for the whole day had given me a throbbing headache, and I was making more and more mistakes in every lesson that I did. So I decided to just take a break, go for a walk, and take my mind off it for a while. So I just got back from my walk and oh my god, I really don't want to do Duolingo anymore. Even though it's been an hour, like I had an hour break. Unfortunately, the break didn't help much. Although it gave me a tiny boost of energy, I was still exhausted. Despite this, I tried my best to grind it out, and by the end of the day, I had finished 21 units. The next day, I felt a lot better. The sleep had restored my energy and my headache was gone, but the clock was ticking. I only had 1 day left and still 12 units left to do in section 2 alone. At this point, I basically knew that I wasn't going to be able to finish section 3, but I still wanted to give it my best shot. I spent every spare second of my day on Duolingo, completing the lessons as fast as I could. But because of all the progress I had made the previous day, the content was a lot harder and I simply wasn't progressing as fast as I needed to. So it is 7 p.m. right now. So I have 3 hours left of the challenge because at 10 p.m. it will have been 40 hours and I still have 3 units left. And I just found out that you can actually look up how many units are in a section on the Duolingo website on desktop, and section 3 has 28. So I basically decided to just give up on doing section 3 and finish section 2. Despite my best efforts, by the end of the day, I had only just managed to finish section 2. The 40-hour mark came, the challenge ended, and I had failed. But wait, I still had the A1 test left to do, and even though I hadn't even managed to start section 3, according to Duolingo, I was already learning content at a high A1 level, which means I might still have a chance. So the next day, I came home and I took the test. But before I tell you the results of the test, I want to reflect a little bit on what I've learned from doing this challenge. I've never had a very good opinion on Duolingo. I've been using it on and off since I downloaded it in 2015, and at one point I even got up to a over 200-day streak, but I never really felt like I learned anything useful from it. Like, some of the sentences and vocab it makes you learn are really strange, and when I was only using it for 5 minutes a day, I found that the next day I usually didn't remember most of what I had learned the day before. So I just thought, like, this app doesn't work, and I stopped using it. But this challenge has completely changed my opinion about Duolingo. Like, over the past 40 hours, I have gone from 0 in German, like literally almost nothing, to now being relatively confident in a variety of beginner type scenarios, like catching the train or buying something from the shops. And I know that that doesn't sound that impressive, and generally it's not, but for a 40-hour time frame, like, that is ridiculous. I have learned so much in the past 40 hours, way more than I was expecting. And by the way, in case you're wondering, yes, I did pass the online A1 test that I took. I'm officially an A1 in German right now. Duolingo works, like, at least a bit. But I do think that if you do want to make progress on Duolingo, the one thing that you have to do is do more than 5 minutes a day. And this generally goes for learning languages in general. Guys, you have to put aside at least 20 to 30 minutes a day if you want to make actual progress. So yeah, I don't really know what else to tell you guys. I've been Sunny, subscribing is free, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!